John, welcome to another edition of the CEO's blog, and the first question I have for you for this edition is with the recent announcements with the tax parity, particularly with the mini trotters, where are we with that?
Yeah, the mini trotters form part of the youth development, and there was $150,000 to be distributed along those lines. Not all the mini trotters, of course, there are other avenues, but where we are is the mini trotters, there was the 5-year subsidisation of their licence fees, and just at the moment we're putting out to the association the criteria that we've built, just to get their comments on it before we roll that out.
Okay, so what do the current mini trotting participants need to do to, get this advantage?
Well, what they need to do is those who have graduated from the mini trots last year and applying for a licence this year, in the first instance, they need just to put their application in. We will have this all wrapped up mid next week, and then we'll be back in contact with those applicants, and we'll have a smooth transition into the mini trot progression plan, as we call it, scheme, and it'll all be good because it is for 5 years, as I've stated, and this is some benefit that they can certainly receive.
Yeah, fantastic start to their career. Changing topic though, John, we're midway through August, so that means the breeding season is just around the corner. What's happening in New South Wales? What does New South Wales offer? What are the advantages of breeding in New South Wales?
The advantages of breeding in New South Wales, first off, is that we have the Alabar Breeders Challenge Series, and it's a great series. We have our bonus systems that are attached to that for owners and breeders, so you need to breed in New South Wales. The way it is, the benefits are there with some of our new introductions. A horse in its first win, a foal from this particular year, can actually take home $12,000. So that's something and a good reason why you should breed in New South Wales.
And for those that don't know, what are some of the other schemes that are associated with the Breeders' Challenge?
Yes, Amanda, we have the Colonial Stallion scheme. Now that's a scheme we introduced here in New South Wales to give horses of high calibre that are bred here in Australia, that have done a good job on the racetrack and need to give that bit of a bonus. When you breed to those horses, the resultant foal will redeem you a $500 rebate. So breed to New South Wales, breed to Colonial Stallions, and we've got some very good Colonial Stallions. I don't wish to name them because there's quite a few and individualised, but they are here in New South Wales. The other scheme that we introduced was True Blue. It came in through tax parity. So if you breed to a stallion standing here in New South Wales, to a mare which is here in New South Wales, there's a $3,000 bonus for that horse for its first 2 and first 3-year-old win. So once again, when we get to that stage, a little bit down the track, I must admit, but it's a very good cash incentive that the owner will receive and the breeder will receive of those horses.
All right, well, with the Breeders' Challenge, the main series, the main final is held at Menangle, and obviously there's many feature races there at that track, but one in particular that's a bit different is the Indigenous Drivers Race, and you have a bit of an update on this race, John. Well,
it's on again this year. It's been running now for almost a decade. Started with Fisher's Ghost meeting out there at Menangle, and it was a significant part of what was a novelty. It's not a novelty. It's a really serious business now. This race is a serious business. There are now heats in Newcastle, Wagga and Parkes planned for next year. And of course, the JC Caffin Plate is raced for at Menangle at the end of October. So, it's a great series, supported by the Principal Club, instigated by the Principal Club, but very, very much in the focus of harness racing New South Wales.
So what do drivers need to do to become involved with such a race?
Oh, well, in the first instance, of course, they must have Indigenous heritage, and we have a lot of good drivers out there with Indigenous heritage. So they need to register with David Watson at the club to make sure their name's down. So, there's plenty of them out there. So they need to have a race, a drive, either at Newcastle, Parkes or Wagga. We need to spread the race around. So they need to be engaged with a horse. And remember, these races that they compete in a penalty free. So it's a bonus or a benefit for the owner and trainer. And then there will be a system by which they can compete in that big race on the final of it, even though it's not an exact final at Menangle on Fisher's Ghost Day.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, John.
Thank you, Amanda.